So the full-scale attack on the Holy Maidens finally begins. Well, it been already happened, but it seems like the Satanist people are trying their most extremists to get rid of them at all costs. Like, they're bringing out some pretty big guns, and they're telling each situation determined on the threat level of each Holy Maiden. So, of course, Luna being the weakest one, they only sent just one assassin after her. Well, originally they did summon that one Demon Carnival, but he failed, and the other things there were defeated. So their last resort for Luna was that assassination clown, and luckily for them, they had Yu there. Yui there, she is more than just a mad scientist. My sister even herself seems to really like the character. By the way she acts. She can act a bit crazy, but at the same time, she can have her adorable moments, especially when Mr. Kunai is flattering her. I like how she acts finally more feminine-like when that happens. So he had a good choice having her watch over everybody at the place to the point where she didn't have to kill no one because she's given orders not to kill anyone. But instead just send them off threats. In a way, I guess Kunai did say if someone does try to harm them, to get rid of them, but do your best not to make any body counts. That's what he's trying to say. And she does a pretty good job, especially being a very extremely high up there doctor. I don't even know what to really call this woman. In fact, she was able to remove this dude's limbs without even trying and playing her little party trick on him. Point. And by the way, this was a reference to Hunter x Hunter, with that clown. I think his name was Hisaka, the clown from Hunter x Hunter. A nice, noticeable reference. So, like I said, this show is full of comedy and a lot of call-out references, more than not just isekai, but to other shows and manga as well. However, this was a very, very sad excuse for Hisaka. He's crazy dangerous and will make a very interesting opponent for them. So he was nowhere near the league of Hisaka whatsoever. So we also got introduced to some more characters in this episode as well. Tron seems to be a very mistreated mixed breed vampire that the ability to fly and stuff, and apparently she's one of those characters where she knows misfortune. We see all those kind of vampires a lot in anime. The very lowly-like vampires, the ones that are shunned not just by humans but also shunned by their own kind because their blood is not right. They are shunned by humans because they're vampires. Then they're shunned by other vampires because their blood is mixed through something else. And apparently when you're mixed blood, vampires have this thing of rank and stuff. So lower rank you are, the more of trash you're treated like. And it's pretty sad. So I guess nowhere else to go. I guess the Satanists found her and decided to take her in. And even then, they still don't use her well. So this girl doesn't know any happy moments in her life whatsoever. So having her smile, it's going to be a very difficult thing. But we'll stay on topic for her for later on. We're also going to see the other characters, mostly female characters, taking the lead and attacking off the other attack raids that's been going on around the Empire. We get to see Mink actually in action, and she proving that she is indeed an S-class adventurer. She is pretty powerful with that she can handle a lot of people on her own. Mikan and Yuzuki couldn't do that at all. They were that strong whatsoever. But again, they were just B-rank adventurers, so they weren't strong enough. But Mink definitely had them all, despite her Chinubio self, which I find that kind of annoying. But every time I see a Chinubio character some places, you gotta do it right. The only Chinubio person I really like that does it really well is Gundam from Danganronpa. He does it very well. Rinka is tolerable, but it can get annoying if she constantly do it. But Mikan, not so much. Not Mikan, but Meek, not so much. I don't like it when she does it every single time. It's just cliche. Gundam, if you're gonna do it right, and that's what Gundam does from Danganronpa. His 4 Dark Devas of Destruction, but they're just hamsters and stuff. So it's hilarious when he does it. I'm getting off topic here. Now, then we also had the fight with Killer Queen and Mr. Fuji. Killer, they're handling some very low level demons and some undead knights and took them out with ease. Freaking Mr. Fuji, of course, is a reference to a wrestler back in the day, and he was body slamming the undead knights. So I'm like, wow, really? And my sister pointed out this. He says, he better be lucky that none of them had any sharp objects pointing up like that. Then I said, maybe he has some really strong abs to the point that can crush swords. Who knows? Depends on how sharp and durable the blade is. So all that's up in the air. So seeing all the female characters in action, we even got to see Angel White herself in action. Not fully, but more like she's expanding the magical barrier, keeping the other cultists out from the area because they're out for blood right now. And these cultists are so crazy that they're willing to sacrifice themselves just on the watch like that, just to reach their goal, their desire. So at least you can say that they're not half handling doing stuff. They are serious about what they want to do, and they'll do it at all costs, even if it means sacrificing all their lives combined. They even summoned this very high-ranking vampire named Orroots or something. I think his name was Orroots. Not sure if I'm saying it right, because it has the word fruit, but you take away the F and you replace it with an O. So it's Orroots. Orroots. Anyways, Orroot was challenging. Not only was he fighting against the barrier that was set upon Angel White, but he was also fighting Killer Queen and also Mink at the same time. So you can already prove the threat level this guy was, to the point he was just able to handle them at all costs. Killer Queen, despite her having need to be helped by Zero, the Dragonkin, in the past episode, she is still pretty strong. You know, you could say she is probably the most warrior type of the Holy Maidens among the three. And plus, you also have the S-class adventurer Mink teaming up to fight against this dude. But even then, it was not enough. Like, he was creaming them, just beating them up. None of them had a chance against him whatsoever. He was even fighting against the barriers, so you can already tell how dangerous this dude was. Then, of course, we had Kunai, who didn't want to face him. I don't think Kunai could challenge these kind of guys head on, especially magic-oriented kind of guys head on like that. So he had to transform into Zero again. And of course, Zero showing off his tough guy, but soft-hearted at heart. Just Killer Queen will freak out over freaking Zero. I think Zero has two girls to like him. One is Killer Queen, and the other one is Mikan. I guess it seems like the more battle-ready, tomboyish girls like Zero a lot, and all the lady, feminine girls like Kunai. But then again, I think the new character Tron, who was also introduced in this episode, I believe she will start liking Zero as well, because Zero rescued her and told her, like, smile. You see this a lot in anime, and I believe it is true. When you're facing danger, those who show that they're the strongest smile. I mostly remember it from the show called Roka of the Six Braves, where this one dude who keeps claiming he's the strongest man in the whole world so many times, and when his training was, one of his first things, his lesson is to always smile in any situation, even when it's near death, when your things seem glim, always smile. Those who are able to smile in any situation are the strongest. Meaning, when you're forced to smile, it could drive you mad sometimes, but it'll be some motivation to push you out of that corner to turn the situation around. So I do understand that logic from an extent. So it could be possible. Those who smile the most could probably win all the time. Who knows? That's still up for discussion. But nonetheless, this was a very entertaining episode. It wasn't to the point where it's all over the place because you were understanding what's going on. You see, Index Season 3 had this problem where so much stuff was going on, but you couldn't really comprehend what was going on because it was just too much. In this situation, you could easily understand what was going on. It was just the Saiyans going after all the Holy Maidens in different sections in the Empire. That's all it was. So it was easy to follow and to understand. You know, you have the characters out there going out there defending the Empire from the Saiyans' cult. And finally, when they were seeming on their last leg, they summoned their trump card. And I'm wondering where they're getting all these trump cards at. Like, seriously, it seems like when they're on the last leg every time, some of them summon something. First time it was Hades, then it was Carnival, now it's Roots. So it makes you wonder who's supplying them with all these very dangerous summons like that. I guess they just got their hands on some book or grimoire and they're just summoning things up from nowhere. It's curious. Hopefully there's more to it than we let on and see more about it. I'm looking forward to it. This was a very, very entertaining episode. I enjoyed it very much. It was fast too. It was very fast. And sometimes when things are fast, it can be because they're rushing stuff, or it was just so entertaining that time just flies by. I'm going with it was very entertaining, in my opinion, anyways. So that's all I got for this video right now. It was a good episode. I enjoyed it. The introduction of the characters were pretty fast, but we'll probably understand more about them as the show goes on. And I look forward to that. Nice episode all. So anyways, if you enjoyed this episode of Anime Reviews and you enjoy maou-sama Retry and like my content, help me out by like, comment, subscribe, and of course, hit that bell icon to get notified every time I upload. Macron Anime, signing out.